And I give shout out to Lori and Bill and the chef out there because this restaurant is truly a special spot to go to. When I lived in Cranston, I was actually eating there every single week, every single Friday. I was a regular, but this space has got a lot going on, and it's another location that from a different part of the state that I felt was great. So let's bring Bill in and get started talking about Ironworks. Armando, you're not getting this, I'm telling you.
Hey
Bill,
there, Rick.
how
we
are
doing,
you?
sir? Doing well, sir. Yourself?
Awesome.
Excellent. It's
Look
nice
at
to
this.
see you.
Good to see you. Thanks for
having
making the time,
me. Absolutely.
buddy.
No, glad to
Come
be
right
here.
over here.
Over this side?
Yep.
Sure.
Oh my God, the aromas are killing me.
Oh, not terrible there.
And French fries.
Not a bad thing to have a short in the middle of the
lobster.
afternoon, that's for sure.
No
Not a bad way to spend an
way.
afternoon.
Not at all. And thank you for making the time because I know you got a crazy schedule.
No, my pleasure.
And
My
I
son's in the back hanging
I was
out.
gonna
So
say,
we made it. We
I
got
saw
here.
this little
It's a
guy out
counts.
there.
Yeah, he's here.
Oh, some Malbec.
I know you remember correctly, you were a Malbec kind of guy,
Oh,
Rick, so I
Malbec kinda
wanted
guy
to
for
bring one
sure.
that fits your flavor profile.
Bring some glasses right here for us both because I know we can both
Lovely.
use it. Thanks again for making
My
the time.
pleasure. Thanks for having me.
All right, so before we get to these amazing dishes,
Sure.
I want to have Bill just give you kind of like a verbal overview of the setup of Ironworks because you guys have got a lot going on there, and you've got, I want to make sure we cover upstairs at the Tavern and the downstairs, but kind of give us a verbal visual if somebody's walking in for the first time, what they'll see.
Ironworks Tavern, it's a historical building. We're actually set in the old Rhode Island Malleable Ironworks factory itself, the office building. You walk in the building, it's got this sort of great sort of old mystique about it. It's the original office building for the Malleable Ironworks factory. Great sort of original woodworking there. Really nice bar setup with a nice metal bar top that accents the wood beautifully with the nice little train that runs on the top of the bar half there. Upstairs, the Tavern. Again, the original offices for the Ironworks factory. Original doors up there, original copper breakers in the wall, just really sort of charming and historical and some nice character to it. Just warm, inviting woods. Not an overwhelmingly large space downstairs, but a comforting and sort of comfortable one at the same time.
Yeah, and the historic character, I have to say something, being some of them a history buff on it,
Sure.
is the historic character not just with the woodworking and the paying homage to the past, but you have photographs.
We do, all around the first floor itself in the dining room, as well as in the hallways that you enter into Ironworks Tavern from. In the bathrooms, there's different pictures that feature the workers from the building and what the land looked like originally when it was first built in 1867, all the way through when it caught on fire in 1919. Burned the factory down, unfortunately, but it was rebuilt pretty immediately at that point in time. Went back into business and ran until 2003 when they knocked the building down and built a hotel next to us out of the original bricks from the factory, which is a fun little fact. Yeah, it's 331,000 bricks that were stacked up back in the parking lot.
And there's really cool pictures of that
scrubbed.
too. Really
it's
cool
awesome.
pictures.
Yeah, it's a great building. It's kind of one of those if these walls could talk kind of feelings about it.
So the hotel was there first.
Correct.
And if you see it from the main street, you see, depending on the angle you're coming from in Warwick, you'll see the restaurant first or you'll see the hotel first. But how old is the restaurant now?
We opened in 2009.
2009,
In
okay.
November of 2009. So we've been open for about 9 years now.
So you mentioned,
sorry.
upstairs at the Tavern. So this space, and I have to say because I've had a special occasion there, this space has got not only the original woodworking and stuff that's there, you've got some rooms that are named after the original people, the Jefferson Room and different stuff.
Correct.
But from an event perspective, and I can tell you because I had my rehearsal dinner there for my wedding, is that the space is perfect to host your occasion. And I know that there's a lot of stuff coming up, graduation parties, rehearsal dinners, anniversaries. This is one of those spaces for a different part of the city, or different part of the state, excuse me, being out of Providence to find a space, an event space to go to. It's an awesome space, and I give it from that personal perspective of having something there. And downstairs for dining, what's the hours of operations for Ironworks?
We the kitchen, we open 11:30 for lunch, Monday through Saturday. Sundays we just do dinner service from 3 to 10. And then again, during the week we close at 10 o'clock for the kitchen. Fridays and Saturdays we close at 11 p.m.
Right. Now, this is a space I can honestly tell you, knowing what just happened there for Easter and Mother's Day, if you're considering coming in for Father's Day, you definitely need to get your reservation in because 11 days out with what you have going on. Tell us what you guys are doing for Father's Day before we get to this awesome
Well, so
menu.
we do have, kind of in combination with Father's Day and with the graduations that are happening currently, this sort of Dads and Grads promo that we're running. As long as
Dads and Grads.
Dads and Grads. If you book a reservation prior to that Saturday on Father's Day, the 16th, you will receive 20% off your party's bill that evening. Any of those days that you book, again, leading up until the 16th. If you book after the 16th, we'd still love to have you, but the discount at that point in time, the promo runs to the 16th.
Up to the day before.
We want to take care of everybody, Rick.
Come on,
we want to get everybody in. We
Okay.
don't want to single anybody out or rule anybody out. We want everybody to be there and take advantage of the discount and come see what we have to
That's
offer.
very
at
big of you and
Ironworks.
Lori, because I got to tell you, dads, us, we want to have, just like moms, we want to have our reservations made, know
of
where
course.
we're going. But so you're going to get 20% off if you make it up to the 16th, but off
Yes,
the
sir.
entire check?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nice promotion to have there. All right, so now we got to get to the menu because I drool at Ironworks menu on a regular basis. But tell me about some of the things you brought today as I sip some of this wine.
We've got a
to you.
cheers, please. Yeah, thank you again for having me. Appreciate
Of
it.
course.
So a couple different dishes here. We'll leave that one for last
Steel
over here.
and French fries.
We'll start with this is our swordfish, which is going on. We're revamping the dinner menu as we speak. It'll be going on the dinner menu. We feature swordfish as a nightly dinner special. Locally fished, locally caught swordfish here with a wild rice, a little bit of asparagus, some roasted carrots and green beans there as well. The nice little sort of butternut squash
Beautiful
puree on the
dish.
bottom of the plate. Got some really great colors, some great flavors. Again, we want to be into the local sustainable stuff. We want to fish locally. We have our own sort of garden. We pick our own vegetables and things of that nature as well. So we try to keep things as local and as farm to table, as they say, as we possibly can. Over here we have another great dish for Father's Day. All the men in our lives, our fathers, love the steak, love to grill. It's a 16-ounce grilled ribeye. Served with some crispy baby potatoes, a little bit of grilled asparagus there as well, with a compound butter and some charred scallion on top there.
Good size. Look at that.
It is a nice size. Yeah, it's a 16-ounce ribeye. Obviously, hand cut from our butcher purveyors. Again, a great dish for Father's Day. Then we come to our lobster roll, another very popular dish. So you get a good 6 ounces of lobster meat in there, very lightly dressed. We want the lobster to kind of be the star of the show there. We don't want it to be overwhelmed by the dressing or by other, celery and onions and stuff that are in there. So just lightly dressed, just to kind of make it stick together. Which, as you can see, great consistency of lobster roll there. Good claw meat, as opposed to just being sort of a chopped lobster salad just tossed in mayo. Also served with our house cut French fries that we house cut and make in house every single day. And then at the end, we have kind of our signature dish here. This is our 12-hour braised short rib.
Wow.
Mouth-watering, delectable. You don't need a knife for it. You barely need a fork. You can eat it with a spoon.
Wow.
It really does. It breaks right apart. Braised for 12 hours. Its own juices. Served with some roasted garlic mashed potatoes, and again the roasted carrots, and then with the braising jus kind of served over it on the pickup at the window.
The aromas from the jus, I got to tell you, are overpowering. They're
Yeah,
amazing.
one of our most popular dishes.
Yeah,
without question. Absolutely.
So we were talking about this earlier that I got comments that I posted too many meat pictures in my first promotion I'm putting out there. Showing these type of dishes shows you the type of stuff that's available, not just on a regular basis, but for dads to come in and enjoy. I gotta tell you, that lobster roll would be killer any day of the week.
Absolutely.
But for Father's Day weekend to be able to come in and do that. So on Sunday, I know I'd heard that there's going to be some different dishes that'll be represented for additions.
We do every day of the week. We offer our full menu, of course. We also do daily specials, both lunch and dinner. They change from lunch to dinner. And come Father's Day, there will be obviously a special Father's Day menu available with our full dinner menu, which will feature different sort of items, for the dads. Things are some hearty sort of, just Father's Day style dishes there, of course.
Now, Bill, you've been in the business a long time. You've been around, seen a lot of changes, a lot of different things that are out there. The style and this having Ironworks in Warwick seems to be that, going back to 2009 when we were there, is that you guys helped kind of catapult, call it, I don't want to say the quality, but the level of hospitality that was there. Because before it was a lot more chains.
Sure.
There was a lot more fast food that was coming up into Warwick. And I think since you guys have gotten there, there's been other great establishments that have continued to open
Agreed.
up around you.
100%.
From your perspective of people coming in, you even in Warwick, you're still seeing everything. You've got the hotel there, so you're seeing tourists. You've got locals like myself that were going there once a week because I was running into people that I'd see the same Friday night.
Of course,
every
we got
night of the week.
plenty of regulars at the bar, in the dining room. Like I said, a great demographic from the traveling clientele that we have, being so close to the airport and being attached to the hotel that we are there as well. A good, again, business traveling dynamic there. People that are going on family vacations, they're flying out to go to Disney. With the advent of all these new airlines at the airport, with Norwegian Air coming in, different things like that have brought just a whole new level of travelers in, which is nice.
You got a new hotel going up across the street.
We do. There's a Hyatt opening up just across right next to the parking garage where we're located. We're located at 697 Jefferson Boulevard in Warwick, Rhode Island, of course. There is a brand new Hyatt opening up next couple of weeks, I believe. It's slated to open very, very soon. It looks gorgeous over there. It looks beautiful.
Yeah, they were moving pretty quickly on it. So you guys, you've got a great team that's in the kitchen. Lori, Bill, Dennis, who does the events over there. What are some of, I know these are dishes that we're talking about gearing towards Father's Day and some new menu ones. What are some of the most popular dishes that you see come out of there that people seem to constantly want? I know there's one that comes to my mind that I enjoy all the time, the mac and cheese.
Sure. Well, that's the first and foremost would be the short rib that we brought here, of course. Definitely our signature item. One of, if not the best seller in the building. Again, it's a nice hearty dish. The flavors are incredible. The texture of the meat is really unbeatable. Again, you can eat it with a spoon. You don't even need a knife. You barely need a fork. It breaks apart beautifully. Our mac and cheese. is great. We have a mac and cheese sauce, which unlike a lot of places, we have a gluten-free mac and cheese sauce at this point in time. As we know, this gluten-free situation has become a very popular one. We want to be able to accommodate all the guests that are out there, whether it be a gluten allergy or sensitivity, whatever the case may be there. So we do have 3 different kinds of mac and cheese that we offer.
Mac and cheese with bacon.
We do have a chicken bacon chive mac and cheese. We have a pulled beef short rib mac and cheese. So the same beef that you see here is kind of pulled and shredded and tossed with our mac and cheese sauce. Again, gluten-free, and the pasta. Then we have our signature mac and cheese, which is the pasta, the cheese sauce, all of them topped with breadcrumbs and finished in the oven to give a nice little bit of a bite and texture, a little bit of crunch to them.
Right. Yeah, so this is, again, when you go in and check the menus, and like you were mentioning earlier about rotating a new summer menu coming on soon, this is the type of thing that go online. Again, another great website that's got a lot of visual effects for you, like I was mentioning earlier for Tel Aviv, is that you're going to see food pictures, which a lot of us are visual and love that. You're going to see the menus that are there, but please, as I'm saying for everybody today, make sure that you make a reservation to get out there, because not only can you take advantage of the awesome 20% promotion that they're talking about off your check is great, but you want to make sure that you have a space. And from the event side, can you remind me, what's the capacity upstairs for upstairs?
We've got a couple different rooms up there, so it depends on the style of party that you want to do. We do have the largest room up there being the great room, of course, which is the largest of the 3 rooms. Depending on the style of event you're looking for, it can range up to about 80, 85, depending on what you're looking for. If you're looking for something a little more cocktail style, a little less formal, with a little less tables and chairs there, something that's not a seated event, there's certainly a little more room there. But again, it's a great space. You can view it on our website. There's a great 3D virtual tour on the website that gives you a whole look at the space from a 3D perspective, which is really super impressive and really super cool to look at. I recommend anybody taking a look at that. I've seen quite a few function spaces in my day in this business, in this state and around, and it's one of the more beautiful function spaces I've seen. It's really
I agree, and I had,
a
like
beautiful
I said,
spot.
From a personal perspective, I had my rehearsal dinner now. The other thing I want to add, and this does happen in the suburbs, which is a great thing, and someone asked if they must have parking. Yes, they have parking, and it's because of your connection to the hotel, you've got an extraordinary amount of parking.
Yes, yeah, there's an ample amount of parking, absolutely.
So
there's plenty of it.
So you run into a good spot when you're there. But check out these dishes. We'll put photographs up there. I can't encourage you enough to talk and get out and make these reservations for any of my guests today. I want to thank you for joining me and making the time. Where's your son? Where is he? Taylor, where is he?
Can we find Liam?
Liam, right?
Liam.
Liam, come in here and say hi.
William doesn't call him the 4th. We call him Liam for short, though.
Liam. So. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we named him
Liam,
after.
where are you, buddy?
Come on, bud. Where
We're
are
gonna
you?
have a special guest appearance here.
Oh,
come here. Come over here. Come right over here in the back.
Goodness.
Come right up here.
Hop up there.
Come up here.
Hop up there.
Come here. Say hi to everybody.
Say hi to Rick.
How are you? Give me a handshake.
Say hi.
How are you?
Say hi to everybody.
Can you say hi to everybody?
It's a camera.
Is there anybody special you should say hi to? Like mom, dad's here already, grandparents? Who do you want to say hi to?
Say hi to mom, grandma, grandpa.
So Liam, you're going to make sure that you take care of your dad on Father's Day, right?
Did you want to say something about Father's Day?
You want to say anything about Father's Day? What do you want to say?
Happy Father's Day to all fathers.
Awesome. Thanks, buddy. All right. I'm Rick Simone. Thank you for joining me on The Taste this week. We had our special guest. 4 great places to check out for things that are happening for Father's Day weekend. I'll do another reminder for you next week because you'll be at an even shorter time frame. But thank you again to all of my guests today. Tel Aviv, Ironworks Tavern, Blackbird Farm, and of course Fleming's over here in Providence. But I'm Rick Simone again. Thank you for joining me on The Taste today. Thanks, buddy.